Hi everyone, I am Shara May Aikendano together with Miss Merily Ginto, and we will be tackling about safe facilities and pest management. So for our learning outcomes, we need to identify interior requirements for a safe operation and explain emergencies that affect the facility and apply pest management. So number one is interior requirements for safe operation. 1.1 Floor, walls, and ceilings. When choosing flooring, wall, and ceiling materials, pick those that are smooth and durable. This makes cleaning easier. Once installed, flooring, walls, and ceiling must be regularly maintained. Replace missing or broken ceiling tiles. Do the same for flooring. Repair all holes in walls. So, dito sa number 1, kapag tayo ay magpapatayo ng isang pasilidad, kunwari restaurant, importante na piliin natin yung flooring natin, walls, and ceiling. Importante kasi sa pagkakaroon ng isang restaurant, yung maaliwalas na background. Kunwari sa floor natin, kailangan na palagi natin siyang ma-maintain na malinis, and also yung walls natin, pati yung ceilings. Kailangan piliin natin yung mga maaliwalas lang na design para hindi siya magmukhang madumi, kasi mas naa-attract yung mga tao na kumain sa malilinis na mga restaurant. So, number 1.2, equipment selection. Food service equipment must meet certain standards if it will come in contact with food. NSF is an organization that creates these national standards. Standards for food equipment require that it be non-absorbent, smooth, and corrosion resistant. Food equipment must also be to clean, durable, and resistant to damage. So, isa sa dapat na i-consider natin dito sa pagkakaroon ng safe facilities is yung equipment selection. Mahalaga na i-consider natin yung mga gamit na binibili natin, especially sa mga kitchen tools na ginagamit natin sa ating mga restaurant or sa ating bahay. Importante na yung mga kitchen tools na binibili natin is yung hindi mabilis kalawangin para sa safety din ng ating mga customer. And also, dapat yung mga pinipili natin ng mga tools or equipment is yung mga hindi siya ma-rough, yung mga smooth lang siya, mas mabilis lang siya linisin. Tapos, importante din na lagi nating lilinisin yung mga equipment natin before and after natin silang gamitin para mapanatili natin yung cleanliness sa ating pasilidad. So, number 1.3, installing and maintaining equipment. Stationary equipment should be easy to clean and easy to clean around. When installing equipment, follow the manufacturer's recommendations. Also check with your regulatory authority for requirements. Floor-mounted equipment. Put floor-mounted equipment on legs at least 6 inches or 15 centimeters high. Tabletop equipment. Put tabletop equipment on legs at least 4 inches or 10 centimeter high. So, importante na alam natin yung pag-install at ma-maintain natin yung kalinisan ng ating mga equipment. So, kunwari sa ating restaurant or sa isang pasilidad, importante na hindi lang tayo basta-basta nag-i-install ng mga kagamitan sa ating restaurant. Kunwari tayo ay nagpapatayo ng table, hindi lang tayo basta-basta tinatayo natin sa isang lugar. Importante na alam natin yung sukat or itanong natin sa mga expert kung ano yung tamang sukat ng dapat para sa mga customers natin, kung hanggang saan lang yung height dapat ng mga equipment natin. Hindi naman natin nilalagay yung mga equipment natin na basta-basta lang. We have a reason kung bakit nandun yung isang certain equipment na yun. So once you have installed equipment, make sure it is maintained regularly by qualified people. Also set up maintenance regularly to sure if it is working correctly. So kapag na-install na natin lahat ng ating equipment, importante na lagi natin itong chine-check at laging nililinisan. Like for example, yung mga ilaw natin, yung mga kalang na ini-install natin, importante na ma-maintain ito regularly and lagi siyang ma-check kung maayos ba para sa safety ng bawat isa. Like for example, sa mga ilaw, sa bulb ng restaurant natin, importante na ma-maintain yun araw-araw at malinis araw-araw para hindi siya ma-overheat, maiwasan na biglang pumutok yung ilaw dahil sa sobrang init na. And also, kailangan din na ma-maintain natin yung kalinisan sa mga gamit natin para sa ating kailangan nating magkaroon ng isang tao or 2 person para mag-check ng mga equipment natin kung gumagana pa ba ito o hindi na, or sira na ba o hindi na, para mapalitan agad para hindi na tayo magkaroon pa ng mga problema. So next is the dishwashing machine. Dishwashers vary by size, style, and sanitizing method. Consider these guidelines when selecting and installing dishwasher. So, kung mapapansin natin, sa lahat ng mga restaurants or mga kainan, lagi silang merong dishwashing machine. Doon tayo naghuhugas ng mga kamay, doon sila naghuhugas din ng mga utensils, pero magkahiwalay yun. So, sa isang fasilidad or sa isang restaurant, kailangan natin siyang i-consider yung size and style ng ating dishwashing machine. So, kung maliit lang naman yung restaurant mo, much better na piliin mo lang din yung maliit na dishwashing machine. And also, kung malaki naman yung restaurant mo, piliin mo yung malaking dishwashing machine. And also, importante yung style para hindi siya mukhang makalat. Yung parang may inganyo yung mga tao na ang ganda ng hugasan nila ng kamay, parang gusto ko din doon maghugas ng kamay, parang ganon. So, installation. Dishwashers must be installed so that they are reachable and conveniently located. That installation must also keep utensils, equipment, and other food contact surfaces from becoming contaminated. Always follow the manufacturer's instruction when installing, operating, and maintaining dishwashers. So, kapag nagpalagay tayo ng dishwashing machine sa ating restaurant, is importante na mabilis siyang makita ng mga tao. Kasi tayong mga tao is mahilig tayong maghugas muna ng kamay bago kumain para maiwasan natin na malagyan ng mga madudumi yung ating kinakain para din sa ating kaligtasan. So, next is the supplies. Use detergents and sanitizers approved by the local regulatory authority. So, supplies, kailangan meron tayong mga detergents and sanitizers sa ating fasilidad or mga restaurant. Lalo na sa mga restaurant kasi bago tayo kumain, lagi tayong naghuhugas ng kamay. So, kailangan meron tayong mga detergents and sanitizers. So, yung mga detergents and sanitizers na bibilhin natin or ipopurchase natin is dapat approved siya by the local authority. Kasi may ibang mga dishwashing detergents na hindi siya approved ng local authority. Kasi may iba na yung parang gawa lang dyan sa gilid-gilid, hindi siya approved. So, dapat yung approved ng authority, yung pinipili nating dishwashing detergent. So, kapag meron na tayong this supplies, we also have settings. Settings purchase dishwashers that have the ability to measure the water temperature, water pressure, cleaning and sanitizing chemical concentration. Information about the correct setting should be posted on the machine. So, sa ating mga machine, kailangan meron tayong mga nakalagay doon na information kung paano natin gagamitin yung machine para alam ng mga tao kung paano nila gagamitin yung certain dishwashing machine na yun para makapaghugas sila ng kamay. So, next is cleaning. Clean dishwashers as often as necessary. So, kung sa dishwashing machine tayo naghuhugas ng kamay, ang ating mga dishwashing machine is also kailangan din nating linisan. So, after nating gamitin yon sa ating restaurant, is kailangan din natin silang linisan. Para kinabukasan, if ever na magagamit ulit siya, dahil sigurado naman magagamit siya sa mga restaurant, kailangan malinis na siya para sa mga tao, para hindi magkaroon ng mga bad comments ang ating restaurant, and also para maging safe ang ating mga customers. So next is the 3-compartment sink. Many operations use 3-compartment sinks to clean and sanitize items manually in the operation. Purchase sinks that are large enough to accommodate large equipment and utensils. So 3-compartment sink. So lahat naman ng mga restaurant is meron talagang lababo. So, sinasabi dito na mas piliin natin yung lababo na malaki for us to be able na makapag-clean tayo ng mga utensils natin doon nang hindi tayo nasisikipan. So, sa sink na yon, nandun na lahat ng mga utensils natin, and hindi natin siya kailangan itambak sa kung saan. Lalagay natin siya sa sink nang hindi siya nadudumihan na nakatambak lang sa ibang lugar. So, ayun, kailangan natin magkaroon ng 3-compartment sink. So, next is the hand washing stations. Hand washing stations should be put in areas that make it easy to wash their hands often. These stations are required in restroom or directly next to them. Hand washing are also required in areas used for food preparation service and dishwashing. Hand washing sinks must be used only for hand washing and not for any other purpose. So, hand washing stations ay napakahalaga sa mga restaurants. Kasi, kagaya nga na sinabi ko kanina, mahilig tayong maghugas muna ng kamay bago kumain. So, sinasabi na dito na yung hand washing stations is dapat nakikita agad ng mga tao, or di kaya nasa tabi lang ng mga kumakain, para mas mabilis silang makapaghugas at mas lagi silang makakahugas. Hindi lang sa customers, meron din dapat tayong hand washing stations for staff para mapanatili nilang malinis din yung mga kamay nila, para maiwasan natin magkaroon ng mga foodborne illness. And also, sa pag-prepare ng food, dapat meron din silang hand washing stations para kapag kailangan nila mag-prepare ng food, makapaghugas sila ng kamay before and after nilang may prepare yung food. So, make sure these stations work correctly and are well stocked and maintained. They must also be available at all times. So, kailangan lagi nating mapanatiling malinis yung ating hand washing stations, and also kailangan ma-maintain natin siya palagi. Lagi natin siyang ipapacheck sa ating mga staff kung okay pa ba, gumagana pa ba, wala bang problema sa hand washing stations natin, para palagi siyang available. Kasi hindi pwede na walang hugasan ng kamay ang isang restaurant. So, kailangan everyday siya nagagamit ng mga customer. So, next is hand washing stations cannot be blocked by portable equipment or stock full of dirty kitchenwares. So, sa hand washing stations natin, hindi natin siya pwedeng tambakan ng kung ano-anong mga maduduming mga kitchenware natin. Like, for example, yung mga pinagkainan na ng mga customer natin, hindi natin siya pwedeng itambak doon. Kasi yung hand washing stations natin is for customer lang, and dapat lagi siyang malinis para lagi ding malinis yung kamay ng ating mga customers. So, hand washing stations must have the following items. So, first is hot and cold running water. The water must be drinkable and meet temperature and pressure requirements. Dapat yung hand washing station natin is sakto lang yung temperature niya, hindi siya masyadong mainit, hindi rin siya masyadong malamig. Yung sakto lang na kaya ng mga kamay natin. So, the soup can be liquid, bar, or powder. So, sa hand washing stations natin, dapat nga meron tayong mga detergents. So, it can be liquid, bar, or powder. Basta meron tayong detergents sa ating hand washing station. Next is a way to dry hands. Disposable paper towels or a continuous towel system that supplies the user with a clean towel can be used. Hands can be dried with a hand dryer using either warm air or room temperature air delivered at high velocity. So, kung mapapansin natin sa mga restaurant, meron silang mga hand dryer and also mga tissues or towels. Importante kasi na meron din tayong nakalagay na sa gilid ng mga hand washing station natin para hindi natin basta-basta pinupunas yung mga kamay natin kung saan. Like for example, kapag maghuhugas tayo ng ating kamay bago kumain and then galing tayo sa labas, wala namang kitchen towel or hand dryer yung isang restaurant na yun. So, ipupunas natin yung kamay natin sa, kunwari, damit natin or kahit saan. So, nandun pa din yung bacteria sa kamay natin that will cause foodborne illness. So, next is garbage container. Garbage containers are required if disposable paper towels or towels are used. So, garbage container, kailangan meron din tayong garbage container sa ating hand washing stations para sa mga hand towels or hand tissues na itatapon ng ating mga customers or ng mga staff. Hindi kasi natin pwedeng basta-basta itapon lang sa kung saan-saan yung mga ginamit natin na paper towels or paper tissues. Next is signages. A clearly visible sign or poster must tell staff to wash hands before returning to work. The message should be in all language used by staff and operation. So, kailangan merong signages sa ating mga hand washing station na nagsasabi na magre-remind sa ating mga staff or customers na din na maghugas muna ng kamay bago kumain or bago mag-prepare ng food para ma-remind sila palagi na kailangan nilang maghugas ng kamay to prevent foodborne illness. The next is the utilities and building system. An operation uses many utilities and building system. Utilities include water, electricity, gas, sewage, and garbage disposal. Building system includes plumbing, lighting, and ventilation. There must be enough utilities to meet the needs of the operation. In addition, the utilities and system must work correctly. If they do not, the risk of contamination is greater. So, utilities and building system. So, sa isang restaurant is kailangan talaga meron tayong water, electricity para sa ilaw ng ating restaurant para maging maaliwalas, and gas para sa ating mga niluluto, and garbage disposal. So, itong mga to is dapat meron tayong mga utilities na to, and dapat nagagamit siya ng maayos, and dapat gumagana siya ng maayos para ma-avoid natin yung contamination. And the next reporter will be Miss Marylee Ginto. Thank you.
Water and plumbing. Each regulatory authority establishes standard for water in their jurisdiction. Only water that is drinkable can be used for the preparation of food and come in contact with food contacts surface. Okay. Pagkakaroon daw po ng malinis at ligtas na tubig pagdating sa paghahanda. Ventilation improves the air inside an operation. It removes heat, steam, and smoke from cooking lanes. It also limits fumes and odors. If ventilation systems are not working correctly, gas and condensation all will build up in walls and ceilings. Sabi dito, yung ventilation daw natin ay mahalaga laging malinis para hindi tayo mapinsala, magkasakit or sumakit ating mga ilong. Yung hangin nito may mga alikabok, kaya kailangan natin laging malinis ang ating electric fan. Next is garbage. Garbage can track space and contaminant food equipment and utensils and handle correctly. Sabi dito, kailangan natin lagi itapon ng malinis ang ating basura kasi pwede daanan ng ibis, mga daga, ganun. Kaya kailangan natin itapon ng maayos ang ating basura para hindi tayo magkasakit at para ligtas tayo. Next is regardless of where your water come from, you should know how to prevent plumbing issue that can affect food safety. Kahit ito daw po ay kahit natutugan na ng iyong tubig ang pangangailangan natin, meron mga ilan sa mga tubero na maapektuhan ng ating kalusugan. At makaapekto din po sa ating kalusugan. Next is lightening. Good lightening makes it easier to clean things in your operation. It also prevents a safer environment. Dito daw po ay nagbibigay ito ng mas maligtas na kapaligiran na nasubukan mo na ba maglinis sa madilim? Di ba mahirap po tayo maglinis habang madilim? Kaya kailangan na maging maayos ang ating ilaw. Next is, once appreciate levels of lightning has been installed in each area of facility, you must monitor it, replace any bulbs that have worn out and make sure they are the correct size, or lightning should have resistant light bulbs or protecting gloves. Dito daw po, sabi dito, kailangan natin palitan ng mga bumbilya ng hindi na gumagana para makasira tayo ng at ligtas. Mahalaga rin ang pagtiyak ng ating tamang pagsukat ng anumang kapalit ng bumbilya para sa atin kung saan ginagamit ang mga ito. To control contamination from garbage, consider the following. Garbage remover. Garbage remover should be removed from preparation area as quickly as possible to prevent odors, pets, and possibly contains. Next is cleaning containers. Clean the inside and out of garbage containers frequently. This will help provide the contamination of food and food contact surface. Next is indoor containers. Containers must be leak-proof, waterproof, and pest-proof. There also should be easy to clean. Next is designated storage area. Waste and recyclables must be stored separately from food and food contact surface. Outdoor containers. Place garbage containers on a surface that is most durable and non-absorbent. Next is maintaining the facility. Poor maintenance can cause from safety problems in your operation. Next is emergencies and effective office publicity. Certain cherries can affect the safety of the food users. Some of the most common include electrical power outage from flooding and sewage break. Next is pest management. Rod, rodents, insects, and other pets are more than just unsightly to customers. They can damage food supplies and facilities, but the regardless danger comes from their ability and speed. Disease include foodborne illnesses. Next is Next is pest prevention. Prevention is critical in pest control. Follow There are two basic rules to keep your operation pest free. Deny pests access to the operation. Pests can bring inside without deliveries or through building openings. Deny pests food, water, and shelter. Careful cleaning eliminates the pets from surface and destroy insect egg. It also reduces the place pets can take shelter. Work with a licensed pest control operation. Next is pest control. Even after you have made every effort to keep pets out, pesties out there may still get into your operation. If this happen, you must be work a PCO to get them under control. Even you only spot a few pets, they might actually be present in large numbers. Sabi dito, marami itong mga peste na maliliit na mga insekto na maaari makapinsala sa mga tao na magiging sanhi ng pinsala sa ari-arian, katulad ng mga kahoy, pang minangat-ngat nila yon sa mga ari-arian. Kahit anong linis natin, di pa rin natin maiwasan na may mga matitirang maliliit na mga insekto, kaya nasisira yung mga bagay-bagay na pwede nilang sirain. Next is, this is an in prevention and can be very difficult to eliminate. Pest lips signs letting you know they are look from fixedness and damage on product packaging and their publicity itself. Sabi dito, ang teksto na ito ay tungkol sa problema na tinatawag na infantation. Na sinasabi na napakaraming mga peste na maliliit na sa isang lugar na maaaring napakahirap alisin nito kasi maliliit sila, diba? Kaya nahirapan sila alisin ng mga insektong ito. Thank you.